In the lead up to our nation's 250th birthday in July, we are taking a look at Maine's role in the Revolutionary War.
Over the last few months, we've been sharing interesting stories and artifacts from people who lived through it. One of the earliest naval battles of the Revolutionary War happened off the coast of Machias and involved a British schooner known as the Margaretta.
Several items were saved from that day, including a medicine chest now preserved at the Maine Historical Society. Here's Samantha York.
So this is a medicine chest associated with the HMS Margaretta, which was a naval vessel by the British that was involved in the first Battle of Machias. So in June of 1775, the Machias militia skirmished with the Margaretta and captured the ship, so took custody of the ship. And this medicine chest reportedly came from that ship. So a medicine chest would be on a vessel to do exactly what it sounds like it would, is to have medicines available. Typically a ship would have a surgeon or have a doctor that would have the resources to be able to address the needs of the sailors, whether that was just as they were sailing or after an exchange with an enemy vessel.
I know it's delicate, but it looks like it's still in pretty good shape for how old it is.
It's in pretty good shape. It's a little larger than most of the medicine chests, at least that I'm familiar with, but I suspect they needed a lot of space for a larger vessel, but it is in pretty good shape. So the provenance of this passed down through a family that is associated with an individual who was involved in the taking of several British ships. So although it is associated with the Margaretta, when you have a really famous, at least on the Maine scale, a very famous naval battle, you tend to see relics associated with a particular activity or a particular ship, but it can be hard to substantiate that. You have to kind of take the legend as it were and then do some research to figure out whether something like this would have been used at the time, whether it fits the period, because you do see some relics associated with like the Bunker Hill or the crossing of the Delaware, different things along those lines that kind of, the collective memory comes together and associates items with a particular activity.
And I assume basically if somebody got sick, injured, whatever, they would just open this up and it has everything.
It would have different kind of compartmentalizing bandages or medicines or other things that were available to the surgeon. So the Battle of the Margaretta is famous, sort of made two main individuals fairly famous, Jeremiah O'Brien and Benjamin Foster, and kind of went down in the memory as one of the earliest naval battles in the American Revolution. So this is very early in the scope, in 1775, so before people think of the official start of the American Revolution.
That was Samantha York reporting there. And you can see that medicine chest and other pieces of Maine's revolutionary history at the Maine Historical Society starting in March.
You can also learn more about the upcoming exhibit, Pathways to Freedom, on their website, mainehistoricalsociety.org.